Test, test. Yeah. Shalom, Israel. We're the ICBK, start off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander General Yohana, where we teach blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. No Muslims, no other groups, no fake camps.
Right.
You know, if you're not in ICBK, home of the truth, man, you're simply not in the truth. You don't even understand what's going on here. We're the Sabbath services teaching the Sabbath services under Commander General Yohana in the South Carolina region.
Right.
Greenville, South Carolina. Officers Dr. Park. Hey, listen, who we got in the chat?
Right now we have Trooper Hakunaya in the chat so far.
Trooper Hakunaya.
Right.
Yeah, we got Officer Dr. Park. We got Kazimar here, the second officer. We're going to go over the Sabbath services. For you have any questions, go ahead, feel free to ask them in the chat as the class go on. We have time, we'll definitely go ahead and answer them. Okay?
Right.
We're going to get into this wilderness experience. What's our title, right?
Fleeing out of darkness.
Fleeing out of darkness.
Right.
Yeah, man. We're going to get into that in a second here as we read the scriptures. Basically, can we live again? Basically, man, fleeing out of here. Our people need to understand that the Lord, we it's called the Passover, really. Man, we're gonna have that Passover in a little while. That fleeing experience, man, fleeing out of darkness, man. It's something we should never forget. We're gonna get into that here in a little bit, right?
That's right.
That's what we're gonna get into. And in a second here, we're going to let the people know that the Most High wants us to get out of this darkness, man, that we live in, right?
Right.
Can't see if we can live a little bit, right?
That's right.
Stop all this damn murmuring.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is. Let me see here. Lock it up for a second. All right. Mom Shabbat. I'll blow the horn here. We'll blow out faithful horn here. We got in a while, right? All right. State your registry.
Kazimar, Banya Hawada, Banya Sha'ala.
Kazimar, Banya Hawada, Banya Sharala.
Yahabashim Yashar Brakatam.
Yahabashim Yashar Brakata. Let's pick up the scrolls. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I can pull it off right here. There we go. Lashyala.
Banya Sha'ala.
Now I'll pick up the scrolls. Sarapanya Akyam. Sarapanya Akyam means turn and face the east. Do the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shemaya.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Malatuka.
Taba'ah.
Atazaya.
Hayah. Aisha. Aratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayam. Nathan. Nanawa. Lekam. Kayawam. Wasalakina. Kabawakina. Wasalakina. Kabawakina. Wala'ah. Kabayanawa. Sayawan. Ball. Shayanawa. Mayan. Right. Ayah. Laka. Amalakwa. Allah. Alanyam. What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Our
Father,
John heaven,
John in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy
Thy
name.
kingdom
Thy
come.
kingdom
Thy
come.
will be
Thy will
done
be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily
our
bread.
daily bread.
And give us our debts.
Give us our debts.
We forgive our
And forgive
debtors.
our debtors.
Lead us not
Lead us not
into temptation,
into
but
temptation,
deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom,
thine is the kingdom,
the power,
the power,
and the glory,
the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Conquer power. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua,
Baba Kusha.
Baba Kusha,
Natanawa.
Natanawa,
Akak.
Akak,
Akak.
Akak,
Larapa'a.
Larapa'a,
Call Naleka.
Kamalaka,
Call Nadawa.
Akamadawa,
Akak.
Akak,
Natahar.
Natahar,
Amatazarium.
Amatazarium,
Akak.
Akak,
Ahakwayam.
Ahakwiyam,
Amakwayam.
Amakwiyam,
Akak.
Akak,
Arakawaf.
Arak,
Amata Allah.
Amata'ala,
Lagarshim.
Lagarshim,
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem
The
Yahushua,
water.
the water,
Aman.
Amen.
What we said in the Hebrew, we say in the English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of
give
Yahushua,
us the power.
give us the
Power
power,
to heal all manner of
power to
sickness.
heal all men of
The
sickness,
power to heal all manner of sickness.
power to heal all men of sickness,
All manner of disease.
all men of
The
disease,
power to cleanse the lepers.
power to cleanse the
Power to
lepers,
raise the dead.
power to raise the dead,
Power against unclean
power
spirits.
against unclean
To
spirits,
cast them out.
cast them
In
out
the name of Yahushua.
in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua,
Raklanawa.
Raklanawa,
Asharala.
Asharala,
Wayabayah.
Wayabayah,
Sapariyam.
Samparium,
Barak.
Barak,
Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah,
Magan.
Magan, all of Israel,
All of Israel.
all of Israel,
Commanding General Yohana.
Commander General Yohana,
Let's let me set this in.
Okay.
Barakatha,
Barakatah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Makaliala,
Allah,
Allah Yelyam,
Aliyam,
Matzaba'ah,
Matasabah,
Allah Yahana,
Yahana,
Hala Wayam,
Halawayam,
Asariam,
Asarium,
Hakwatazat Yayam,
Hakotazarium,
Hakayayalyam,
Aliyam,
Wahakayatan, Yan,
Wahakatayan,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Hashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Tabara,
Allah,
Aman. What we
Amen.
said, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushai, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Psalm 121. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahawariam,
Ahawariam,
Athan,
Aitan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Azaria,
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 Ma'ain,
Ma'ain,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Asha,
Asha,
Shemayam,
Shemayim,
Waratazah,
Waratazah,
Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Namawat,
Namawat,
Gal Yaka,
Regalika,
Ayanawam,
Ayanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hanala'a,
Hanala'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yashashan,
Yashashan,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Yasharala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Zalta,
Zalta,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Yamyanka,
Yanka,
Yahamam,
Yahmam,
Yahamash,
Yahmash,
La'a,
Ya'ah,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Alayala,
Alayla,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Kalrai,
Kalrai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Afna Pashka,
Atapaska,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Hazaatka,
Hazaatka,
Babawatka,
Wa'at,
Ma'ata,
Ma'ata,
Ma'ai,
Ma'ai,
Abalam.
Abalam,
What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. I lift up mine eyes
lift up mine
to
eyes
the hills,
to the hills,
from which cometh my help.
from which cometh my
My
help.
help coming from the
My
Lord,
help come from the
which
Lord,
made heaven and earth.
which made heaven
He
and
will
earth.
not suffer thy foot to be
He will
moved.
not suffer thy foot to
He
be moved.
that keepeth
He
thee
that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall slumber nor
The
sleep.
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is
The
thy
Lord
keeper.
is shade upon thy
The
right
Lord is
hand.
thy shade
The
upon thy
Lord
right
shall
hand.
not smite thee by
The Lord
day,
shall not smite by
nor the
day,
moon by
nor
night.
the moon by
The
night.
Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord
from
shall
all
preserve
evil.
from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall
The
preserve
Lord
thy
shall
soul.
preserve thy going
The
out
Lord shall
and
preserve
thy
thy going
coming
out
in,
and thy
from
coming in.
this time forward,
This time forth,
evil
evil
forevermore.
forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Adamiyalaka.
Adamiyalaka,
Atakarash.
Atakarash,
Ayal Tashikwa.
Yal Tashakwat,
All.
all,
Kayahana.
Yahana,
Awabarika.
Awabarika,
Yahama
Yahama
Yawan.
Yawan,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash,
Alnaka.
Alaka,
Yarmawa.
Yarmawa,
Sawada.
Sawada,
Ayatata Zawa.
Ayatazawa,
Altazawanyaka.
Altazawanyaka,
Armawa.
Armawa,
Nakawa.
Kawa,
Manakakadam.
Manakakidam,
Mayaya.
Ayaya,
Wala'a.
Wala'a,
Yakaza.
Yakaza,
Sham Yasharala,
Sham Yasharala,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Natazawa,
Natazawa,
Naba,
Naba,
Yakadwa,
Yakad,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Bariyah,
Bariyah,
Yarawahwa,
Yarawahwa,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wa Yashamai,
Yashamai,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Mawaba,
Mawaba,
Hagarian,
Hagarian,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wamalan,
Wamalan,
Wamalak,
Malak,
Alashak,
Alashak,
Amyashabika,
Amyashabika,
Azawar,
Azawar,
Gamashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Alawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Labanya Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Asha
Asha,
Laham,
Laham,
Hakamadia,
Hakamadi,
Kasaya Sara'ah,
Kasiyah, Sara'ah,
Kaabadian,
Kabadi,
Banakol,
Banakol,
Kakwashwan,
Kakwashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Hashamadwa,
Ba'ayawa,
Ayawa,
so Slakia, Ba'yanda Ara,
Bayada Ara,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
Ladama,
Ladama,
Sayatamwa,
Sayatamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yamawa,
Yamawa,
Kara,
Kara,
Wakazaba,
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 Wakazazal,
Wakazal,
Mana'ai,
Mana'ai,
Kaulasakamwa,
Sakamwa,
Asha,
Asha,
Amrawa,
Amawa,
Narasha,
Narsha,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Na'awa,
Na'awa,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
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 Sayatamwa,
Sayatamwa,
Galia,
Galia,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lahanya,
Lapanya,
Raka'a, Ka'ash, Kaba'ara Ya'ara,
Ayar,
Walakaba, Dalahat,
Dalahat,
Hawarium,
Harium,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradakma,
Daradakma,
Wasa'arika,
Wasa'arik,
Wasabapo, Kafka,
Babka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'ah,
Manyaham,
Malaham,
Palawan,
Palawan,
Wayaba Kwashwa,
Bakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabalwa,
Wayabalwa,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayabawa,
Wayabawa,
Wayadawa,
Wayadawa,
Kaya Ata,
Kayata,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labaka,
Labaka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Akol,
Akol,
Aratazah.
Aratazah.
What we said in Hebrew, we say in English, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh, hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
Be
peace.
not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
although thy enemies make it
Although
tumult,
thy enemies
for
make it
they
tumult.
they that hate thee
For
have
they that
lifted
hate
up their head.
And lift up the head.
They have taken crafty
They have
counsel
taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off
let us cut them
from
off
being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of
That
Israel,
the name of Israel
may be no more
may
in
be no
remembrance.
more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
They consulted together
with one consent.
with one
They are
consent.
confederate against
They are
thee.
confederate against thee.
Tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacles of Edom,
Ishmaelites,
Ishmaelites,
Moab,
Moab,
Hagarenes,
Hagarenes,
Gebal,
Gebal,
Ammon,
Ammon,
Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also drawn with
Ashur is
them.
also joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of
They are
Lot.
hoping unto the
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them,
do unto them,
to the Midianites,
to the
as
Midianites,
to Syria,
as to Syria,
as to Jabin,
Jabin,
and the brook of Kasan,
Kasan,
which perish at
which
Endor.
perish at Endor.
They become as dung of the
They
earth.
come for the
They
earth.
make their nobles like a
And the
red,
nobles like a red.
and like Zier,
Like Zier,
and all the princes of
all the
Zabah,
princes
and
of
the
Zabah,
Zabuna,
and the Zabuna,
who
who
said,
said,
let us take to
Let
ourselves
us take
the
to
houses
ourselves
of God
houses of God
in possession.
in possession.
Oh, my
Oh,
Yahweh,
my Yahweh,
make them like a
make them
wheel,
like a wheel,
as a stumble before the
as a
wind,
summer for
as
the
a
wind,
fire that burns the
as
wood,
a fire
as
burns
a
the wood,
flame that set the mountains on
as a flame
fire.
set the mountains
So
on fire.
persecute them with thy
So
tempest,
persecute
and
our
make them
tempest,
afraid
and
with thy
make them
storm.
afraid with thy
Fill
storm.
their faces with
Fill
shame,
their faces
that
with
they
shame,
may seek thy
that they may
name.
seek thy name.
Oh Lord,
Oh Lord,
let them be
let
confounded
them be
and
confounded,
troubled forever.
trouble forever.
Hey, let them be put
Hey,
to shame
let them be put to
and
shame
perish.
and perish,
That men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone,
name alone,
is
is
Yahweh
Yahweh,
of the Most High.
the Most High,
All the
of
earth.
all the earth.
Sorry. Scrolls down. Shabya, be seated, all to be seated. All right, where we at there, Cosmon?
We are at Exodus chapter 14. We're going to start now the Hebrew. This is,
Where we at? 14?
come.
All right, let me
Exodus.
see.
It's chapter 14.
Both gonna read that.
All right.
You go ahead. Start on off.
Come, God. This is Exodus chapter 14 and 1.
Right.
Wayah Dabar,
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh.
That's what we talked about yesterday. What's the bar mean?
Speak.
To speak. That's right. Clap it up for us, brother. That's the words. That's in Lashwan Kodash class. If you ain't learned that, we're gonna learn one word, right?
One word.
Waya dabar means to speak. It means and say unto Moses. That means speak unto Moses. Go ahead.
Right. Waya dabar,
Okay.
Yahweh, all, Mashah, La'amar.
Right.
Verse 2, dabar, all, Banayah, Yasha'ala, Waya Shabawa, Waya Kanawa, Lapa Naya, Paya, Haka Yarath, Bayan, Magadal, Wabayan, Hayam, Lapa Naya, Baal, Tazapan, Naka, Kawa.
Whoa. Okay, got you. Tazapan. Go back there.
Tazapan,
Uh-huh.
Naka, Kawa, Daka, Nawa, Al, Hayam.
All right, I'll go here.
Uh-huh.
Verse 3, Exodus 14:3. Wa'amar para'ai. Labanaya Yasharala Naba Kayam Hum Ba'arataza Sagar Allah Alayah Ham Alahayam Hama Dabar. Verse 4, Waka Zakwa Thaya Af La Laba Para'ai Wara Da Ba. Sorry. Damn. Wara Da Pa Aka Raya Hum Wa'a Kaba Da Ba Para'ai Wa Bakal Kaya Lawa Waya Da Awa Matazarayam Kaya Anaya Yahweh Waya Asha Wa Kan. Go ahead, verse 5.
Okay, this is verse 5. Waya Gada.
Well, I think it's Waya Go.
Wait.
Waya God.
Waya God. Lama Lak.
Yeah, that's it right there. See how that flows like that?
Right.
That's perfect. Go ahead.
Matazarium.
Uh-huh.
Kaya Barak. Ha'aim. Ha'aim. Waya Hapak. Labab. Parai Ha. Or Parai.
That's right.
Wa'ai Badayawa. All Ha'aim. Waya Amarawa.
I think you go back to Waya Amarar.
Waya Amarawa.
That's it.
Ma'a.
Oh,
Ma'a.
It's like what, I think, right?
Okay.
What or yeah, but Ma'a.
Okay, that's what you're saying. Ma'a.
Mm-hmm.
Za'af. Aisha Ya Nawa. Kaya. Shalak Kanawa. Ath.
That's right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ath. Yasharala. Ma'ai Bada Nawa. Verse 6. Waya Asar. Ath. Raka Bawa. Wa'ath. Imawa. Laquak. Imawa. Verse 7. Wayaquak. Shasha.
What's Shashah?
That's that's 6.
6, exactly. There you go. That's it. Test it. Go ahead.
Shashah, Ma'awath, Rakab, but Baka Wara, Baka War.
That's it. So you take time, break that stuff down. Go ahead. That's right there. Go ahead.
Wakal, Rakab, Matazarium, Washa, Lasham, Al, Kalawa.
That's it. Right?
Yeah.
Stop at 7, right? Who got the chat over there?
So far we still got Trooper Hakanai still checked in. That's it so far.
A lot of these troopers and young officers ain't checking in on me here. Right?
Right.
They're just waking up. Where we at, man? That's give me 7 verses, right? We're gonna talk about this a little bit in a little while, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
This is Exodus 14:1 in English.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel that they turn and encamp before Hiroth, between Megiddo and the sea over against Baal-Zephon, before it shall encamp by the sea.
Mm-hmm. They were camped up in these places over there by the sea, but they were sort of like caught up in the wilderness too, you know?
Right.
But go ahead.
Verse 3, for Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land where the wilderness has shut them in.
That's what Pharaoh, that's what he's going to say, you know, because that's what, and the Lord spake unto Moses, speaking to the children of Israel, saying this turn and camp before this. He's telling them where they can camp, right?
Right.
Because what he's going to do is harden Pharaoh's heart. So he's got to put it, he's got to be, the Lord is a military strategist. Yeah. He did this on purpose to make it seem like, well, y'all caught now.
Right.
It's like we here in America, man, right? It seems like there's nothing else. It seems like we're caught up in this land. Right. We are. But it seems like our plight is impossible to get out. That's my point.
Right.
And the Lord had to make it seem like, because if he'd have made it seem like, well, ain't no sense you pursuing them, Pharaoh.
Right.
You know, the Lord had to make it look real to the children of Israel that they were caught up in the wilderness, man. Like we caught up in the wilderness right now. It seemed like we ain't gonna get out of this though.
Right.
But when you look back at it, when you see the prophecies of the Lord, when you see Commander General Yohana breaking these prophecies down, man, to a meek and lowly man, I mean, you know, he's breaking them down. A meek and lowly man, Commander General Yohana, breaking things down, man, so that we can have an understanding what the Lord is saying, that I got you back.
Right.
That's really what it is. And then our people need to understand that Moses saying, he's telling the children of Israel, and don't worry about it. The Lord got us.
Right.
He said, but he got to make it look real.
Right.
He got to make this look like, oh shit, y'all trapped up in the wilderness. Because you know what I'm saying.
That's true.
And then, but the Lord is doing all this work, man.
Right.
And but our General Commander General Yohana is bringing it out, so he'll let you know that you ain't lost. The Lord got you back.
Damn right.
All you got to do is do what? Sever from these people and do what? Follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
That's all he asked you to do, and that's all he really asked the children of Israel back then, and when the Hamites was happening.
Right.
Right. And now that these Edomites, Hamites, everybody's right after us now, ain't they?
Right. That's right.
The East Indian, everybody, especially Edom, Esau.
Right.
He hunting our steps out in the street every day, man. So that's the experience that we're going through. And this you don't think this is a wilderness?
Right.
This is a wilderness. You don't think what we're going through ain't no wilderness?
Right.
Hey, man, this is a wilderness experience that we're going through, and that's what we're bringing out here in the Bible.
That's right.
We're bringing it out. Go ahead, read. Pharaoh's setting us up so we can harden Pharaoh's heart. Read that. Where we at? Verse 3?
Go, verse 3.
Right.
For Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, They are entangled in the land. The wilderness have shut them in.
See? Well, Pharaoh said, the Lord set this up. It's a setup. It's a sting, Pharaoh. But he can't get it.
Right.
But he told Moses to tell the children so that they'll know. But we're going to find out and see what happened here. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that he shall follow after them.
Right.
And I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord.
That's it right there.
And they did so.
And Egyptians may know. When the end of the Edomites out here, they going to know. They don't know. What you say? Go ahead.
They're going to find out in that day.
They're going to find out that day, man. They're going to be a day of darkness, man. They're going to be weeping and gnashing the teeth out of here, man. The Lord is going to blow this place up and have all this thing going on. But he got to get us separated from these people out here that's teaching us the wrong way, man.
Right.
You don't think we've been taught the wrong way out here when you got we got Sexy Red still up on the scene. They're giving out all kinds of more entertainment with our mouth.
Right, exactly.
And go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're right. You're right on that.
Yeah, elaborate. What's Sexy Red doing?
Sexy Red. And Sexy Red, she's doing all kinds of shameless acts. You know what I'm saying? She don't care what she does in front of the public.
And the Lord got to get us.
She don't care what she does in front of the public. So
right. And then see, the Lord's trying to separate us from this, because instead of we sitting up here looking at that little green dollar with the Thomas Jefferson on and the George Washington, and we think that we're graduating when we get a paycheck, and all we're doing is surviving, man. Right. And that's what the Lord got tired of the children of Israel going through all of these bad representations of who Israel really is. Right. We're really the God's chosen people, man. Right. That's a lot of people. And anybody out there don't know that we're God's chosen people. That's but this wilderness experience, man, is showing something here. And I always read that verse 4 again. I'm sorry. Verse 4.
And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that he shall follow after them.
He had to. In other words, this definition of harden, man, you can look it up. He's making his heart strong, or the word is kazak. That's my name. Right. The word, he's making it strong because Pharaoh, in other words, whatever Pharaoh evilness is, he's magnifying it even more, making it strong so he can be just as, oh, I got it, man. I'm come after them with both hands, both gun and chariots and whatever I can find, because the Lord wants that. He wants Pharaoh to have that zeal. He wants him to think that he can, I got them now. They locked up in the land. Now, here you go. Think about this.
Right.
Think about this. Pharaoh must be some sort. Let me tell you something. The Lord's power is strong if he can take a man that's done been no water, blood everywhere, flies everywhere, pestilence everywhere, the children killed. We read about that last week. Yeah. And his firstborn killed. And this fool still want to go after them people. Right. Man, I'm the child of Israel. If that happens somewhere, anywhere near me remote, I'm standing far as hell away from that as possible. Right. I don't get it. But he's got his heart in Pharaoh's heart, because whatever evil he's been upon, the Lord is simply magnifying that even more.
That's right.
Right? That's all it is. Read that again, verse 4.
Verse 4. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that he shall follow after them, and I will be honored upon Pharaoh. And I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord. And they did so.
Yeah, the Lord, he's doing all this for the glory of the Lord. Right. And for his people, man.
That's right.
Right? What's that definition you got?
I got a definition of harden.
Yeah, read that.
It's a definition of harden. Right. To make or become more severe and less sympathetic.
More severe, more stronger,
right,
and less sympathetic.
Right.
This is the idea. This is what the Lord did to Pharaoh's heart, and that's what he's doing to George. Who is that? I'm sorry. What's the president? Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Right.
Yeah. He's doing this to Joe Biden. He's making his heartless even more and more. Right. Make him to love Israel more and more.
Right.
Those evil, nasty, cantankerous sore people
Right.
that would molest children. What else them need? What else them fools do over there? They in cahoots with, if anything in cahoots with the Catholic Church, they messed up.
Right.
But that's what George Bush set himself aside to harden his head. Just in other words, he know who the children of Israel. He know who we are. But no, man, we got to keep them people out there picking cotton. We got to let them keep them 10-hour jobs. 10-hour job, instead of letting them earn what they can earn with their own business.
Right.
Instead of the Wall Streets flourishing across America, we'll take over.
That's right.
So Pharaoh just said what? I mean, what did the Lord do to Pharaoh? Read it again, verse 4.
And I will harden Pharaoh's heart.
I'm gonna harden all of these presidents' heart, man.
Right.
So that they can always be against us.
Right.
Always. That's what's happening. Always. Go ahead, read.
And I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts.
Right.
That the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord.
Right.
And they did so.
The Lord gonna let this whole world, just like he did Pharaoh's Egyptians back there.
Right.
He gotta keep him there. The Lord's a man of war, man. He's a strategist, is what this is.
Right.
We read that last night. What's that in 15:3? Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war.
Right. Yeah.
It is right here.
It's right next chapter.
And right there. Look at that. Read that.
Exodus 15:3.
Yeah.
The Lord is a
go
man.
Read verse 2.
Exodus 15:2.
Right.
The Lord is my strength.
The Lord is my strength. Talking about us, children of Israel. Go ahead.
And song, and he has become my salvation.
That's what's going to happen.
Right.
He's salvaging us in the weak, and those people, some of the hard-headed people back there couldn't even see it.
Right.
He couldn't see that he was hardening Pharaoh's heart. He's hardening all of and you want to join this America. He's hardening the leadership of America is what he's doing. Go ahead, read.
He is my God.
Right.
And I will prepare him an habitation.
Right.
My father's
What
God.
Say right there? I will what?
I will prepare him an habitation.
The Lord got your back. He's gonna prepare you in habitation. How you think you got to be salvaged? You got to be pulled out of here. The Lord got his plan.
Right.
He got a strategy. Don't give up, man.
Right.
Go ahead, read.
My father's God, and I will exalt him.
He's gonna do what? Read that again, man. Verse 2.
The Lord is my strength and
Right.
song.
Right.
And he is become my salvation.
Right.
He is my God, and I will prepare him an habitation.
A habitation, not inhabitation. An habitation.
An habitation.
Right.
My father's God, and I will exalt him.
I will exalt him.
Right.
Right. You understand? Read verse 3. That's the one. Go ahead.
Verse 3.
Right.
The Lord is a man of war.
That's read.
It's like the Lord is a man of war.
Right.
The Lord is his name.
Right. That, in other words, is trying to let you know that I got your back. I'm a man of war, man. I come to thug.
Right. That's it.
I come to thug, man. I come to throw that jab and that right against Pharaoh.
Right.
And that uppercut. He come to throw it, right?
Right.
The Most High ain't playing around, man. He's letting you, I got you. Even I'm gonna put you in a corner. I'm gonna put you in the ring and make it seem like you can't fight.
Right.
But all you got to do, because I'm showing you that Pharaoh needs to see this. He needs to see a wounded animal in the corner. Like, oh Lord. He can see that. He don't see that the Lord is sitting right here, ready.
Right.
Hey man, the Lord gonna come back in this earth, man, with 200 million chariots, man.
That's it.
And you got to be absolutely. Pharaoh had. Hey, let's finish reading this story, because this is said the Lord is a man of war. He's letting you know that I got your heart, but I got to harden Pharaoh's heart first, so that he can think that he can dare come after the children of Israel.
Right.
Right. Read.
This is it's like you want me to continue.
Verse 5, right?
Yeah, we got verse 5.
Yeah.
Verse
5. I mean, they 14 and 15 right next to each other. Go ahead.
This is Exodus 14:5.
Mm-hmm.
And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled.
Somebody told the king of Egypt,
right,
them Israelites, they're gone.
Right.
Just like somebody gonna say that's what they talking about now. Don't you think they know that we waking up?
Right.
We fleeing from this wilderness, this brainwashing that we've gone through. We fleeing from this church experience that we've gotten messed up in.
Right.
This wilderness. Don't you see that? Don't you understand that the Lord done all this so that we can be salvaged, man.
Right.
So that he can show the whole world. And he's going to finally come down in the valley of Jehoshaphat and really show out.
Right.
Go ahead, read.
Okay. And the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was continuing on 5.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, sir. And the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants was turned against the people. And they said, why have we done this? What we have let Israel, it's like, why have we done this?
Right.
That we have let Israel go from serving us.
In other words, listen. And that's what America is saying right now.
Right.
Man. Like, what did George Bush, what's his name? Not George Bush.
Joe Biden?
No. Donald Trump, when he was president. What was his theme? Make what?
Make America great again.
Say it again.
Make America great again.
In other words, from serving us.
Right.
We need to make America keep serving us, man. Make America great again. Great again. In other words, you know what that means? It means this verse right here. It means read that again. Verse 5. Read that again.
Verse 5. Mm-hmm. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled.
Mm-hmm.
And the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was turned against the people.
Somebody done told Donald Trump, Joe Biden, that we're fleeing out of this wilderness.
Right.
We wake it up.
That's it.
Read.
Was turned against the people. And they said, why have we done this? That we have let Israel go from serving us.
In other words, Israel used to serve us in the cotton fields wholeheartedly. Had they had enough grapes? Could they give us some?
Right.
But Israel, they what were we doing in 4th of July? They're supposed to give us freedom. Okay, you know what? I ain't gonna give these people their freedom. I'm gonna make it seem like they got it.
Right.
The Emancipation Proclamation.
Oh no.
That they ain't got a service no more. But what are we still doing?
Still working for
We
them.
still serving it.
Definitely.
That's why the Lord said, all right. But that's what Pharaoh back then say, what do we do, man? We got to go after these people.
Right.
What have they, and that's what they doing right now, man, going after us.
Right.
Wholeheartedly. Go ahead. You got something to say?
It's like, yeah, based on Donald Trump making America great again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hope people don't forget what he said, the first time when he started running for election, when there was some brothers and sisters, some so-called Negroes out there, getting mad, protesting. He said when they was escorting them out of the arena for the election, he was like, take them out back like the old days, like we do back.
all of us got to do with
the
hatred for the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians.
Dang.
The hatred, man. I ain't here for nobody else but the children of Israel.
That's right.
We're the greatest people that ever walked the earth. I could care less about the other people, man. I'm here if by chance a crucible of understanding that our people can hear and understand that we are the children of Israel. We're the one that needs salvaging. We know we need to be pulled from this fleeing out of the wilderness, man.
That's right. We
need to be pulled out of this. The only way to do it is to first recognize who you are. We're waking up. We understand. Because in ISBK, if you ain't woke up right here, you ain't going to be woke.
That's right.
So the woke come up by first getting under the ISBK under commanding General Yohana. It's really simple as that. So that you can understand. Get in here and all this experience that we got up in here, man. Understand this is the truth. Once you see it, you'll say, why would you want to murmur and go back to it? But don't you know our children had the nerve to want to murmur and go back?
Right.
Well, we're going to read about that. Finish reading. Where we at? Verse 6?
This is verse 6.
Right.
And he made ready his chariot and took his people with him.
This is Pharaoh. He said, I made ready my chariots, man. How many chariots did this food take? Go ahead.
Okay, verse 7.
I call him a fool because he's African. It don't matter. They're all food. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Right.
And he took 600 chosen chariots and all the chariots of Egypt.
Right.
And captains over every one of them.
Every last one of them. Go finish reading them before we get to go. Go ahead. Wait a minute. Where we at? 7?
Oh, yeah, verse 8 now.
Okay, let's go back to the Hebrew, right?
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get right back on this. Let's go through some Hebrew here. Where we at? Verse what? 8?
8, verse 8.
All right.
I think we'll stop at 14, I believe.
Yeah. What verse?
14.
All right. Wayakaza. Zak. Yahweh, Alpha. Laba, Parai. Malak. Matazarium. Waya, Radap. Ahka, Raya. Banaya. Yasharala. Waba, Naya. Yasharala. Wa Tazarium Ba Bayad Rama. Verse 9. Waya Radap the Pawa Matazarium. Oh yeah. Turn the page. All right. Akar Raya Hum Wayasha Yaga Yagawa Awatham Kanayam Isle Hayam Call Sayasa Rakab Parai Wapa Rasha Yawa Waka Yalawa Isle Bawa Haka Yaraf Lapa Naya Ibal. Sorry. Ba'il. Tazah Pan. Go ahead. Verse 10. Pick it up.
Okay. This is verse 10.
Right.
Wapa Ra'ai. Hakwa Rayab. Waya Sha'awa. Banaya. Yasharala. Ata. Aya Naya Hum. Wahana. Matazarium. Nasai. Aka Rayahum. Waya Yara Awa. Ma'ad. Waya Taza Aikwawa. Banaya Yasharala. All. Yahweh. Verse 11. Waya Ama Rawa. All. Masha. Amaba Laya.
Ham.
Oh, Hamaba Laya. Ayan. Kwaba Rayam. Bama Tazarium. Lakwa Kata Nawa. Lamawath. Bama Dabar. Maha.
Maha. Right.
Za'ath.
That means what?
Oh, right. What? Za'ath. Aishayath. Lanawa. Laha. Watazah Ya'anawa. Mama Tazarium. Verse 12. Halala. Za.
Za'ah.
Za.
Some people say Zah, but I say
Za'ah. Hadabar. Ashar. Dabar Ranawa. Alayak. Bama Tazarium. La'amar. Kadal. Mama Nawa. Wanai. Bada. Ath. Matazarium, Kaya, Tawad, Tawab, Lanawa, Ibad, Ath, Matazarium, Mama, the Nawa, Bama, the Bar. Verse 13. Waya, Amor, Masha, Al, Ha'aim, Al, Dayara, Awa, Hata, Yataza, Bawa, Wara, Awa, Ath, Yashara, Wa'aith, Yashara, Aith, Yahweh, Ashar, Ya'isha.
That's it. That's perfect. Go ahead.
Lakam, Hayawam, Kaya, Ashar, Ra'ah Yatam, Ath, Matazarium, Hayawam, La'ah, Tasaya, Pawa, Lara, I was like, Lara, Atam, Iwad, Iwa, Iwalam.
Hey, where we at? First 14?
Yeah,
the last one?
Yeah, that's the first 14 is the last one.
Okay, go ahead.
Kind of verse 14. Yahweh, Lakam. Oh, it's like Lakam.
That's it.
Lakam. Wa'atam. The Ka Rasha one. Oh, and that's it. Oh, Pa. The last Pa.
It's like okay, you got it?
Come on,
Okay,
good.
Okay, who got the chat?
Still
Okay,
cool. Yeah.
All right, where we at?
We are at Exodus 14 and 8.
14 and 8.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, this is Exodus 14 and 8.
Right.
And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And the children of Israel went out with an high hand.
What does that mean to go out with a high hand? Like with a poker hand? They got a high hand? What does it mean? They went out with a high hand. What we got over there? That's some high hand.
Does that mean that they went out proudly?
Yeah, you can say that. They went out more than what they were. Because you got to realize I'll accept that right there. But what it is, this is what it is. They went out with a high hand, Rayam Yad. Rayam Yad. It's exalted hand.
Right.
They now, because you got to remember they were down before.
Right.
And the Lord just basically going to raise the children up, cause them to grow up, man.
Right.
Exalt them because they were what? Extol them, lift them up,
That's right.
Because before the children of Israel had been so abased in Egypt or down. Right. So yes, you can say that. So the Lord gave them confidence.
Right.
That's really what it was.
Right.
Because if you down like this old low as me, hey, listen, ain't nothing as low as picking cotton in a field for somebody else for no damn money.
Right.
That ain't happening with me.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen very long. I'm telling you that right now. You forget that. I'd have killed somebody up in there. I'd have unalived somebody that got there. Hell, I'm sorry. I'd have got out of there. When I said that,
it's like,
alive, right?
It's like so you're saying you would have Nat Turner them.
I'd have Nat Turner somebody up in him back before I knew. That's back then. I'm just telling you how I felt. Hey, that happened. I ain't going out there with no blisters on my feet. This ain't happening.
Right.
I couldn't see that. That's just how I am. Maybe I'm from the past. Maybe that's what it is.
Right.
But I ain't gonna sit up here and you gonna beat me down like that. So the Lord had to give them some understanding. Had to lift them up, man.
Yeah.
He had to lift them up, and because they had been so far down in Egypt, man, making brick without straw and what else?
Brick and mortar.
Yeah. Trying to kill the babies and look, food, not enough food, man. Had to work hard and maybe here every now and then they gave them some beer and some bread.
Right.
Hey, listen. They got tired of that, man.
Man.
You know, after seeing what Moses had done in the name of the Most High's power, the Lord lifted up their heads, man, from this misery.
Right.
That's what it is. Gave them confidence. So that's what this means when it said, what we in verse 1? When it said Israel went out with a high hand.
Right.
In other words, it's almost like if you're sitting there with a poker hand.
Right.
You got, you know, I don't know, you got a little low hand, but all of a sudden you get 3 aces, 2 more aces. You got that other ace you need. Hey, man, you got something going on.
That's it.
Now they got I'm ready to bet now, man. You know. Right. Moses was trying to give him confidence, and Moses already, you know, he knew, he saw what the Lord did, because the Lord, he said, look, Moses, I'm gonna make you a God.
Right.
And the people, some people understood this, some didn't.
Right.
Simple as that. Where we at? Read what? Verse 9?
Come on, God. Verse 9. But the Egyptians pursued after them, all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen, and his army overtook them encamping by the sea, by Pihahiroth, before Baalzephon. Verse 10. Right. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes.
Oh, when Pharaoh drew nigh, in other words, you saw Pharaoh coming. Yeah. Right? Right. You got to see the scene, man. When our people, like, this is children of Israel, just like any other black man would do. You seen them? Those chariots would have represented army tanks.
Right.
Machine guns. Those swords were sharp on both sides.
That's right.
Ready to cut, and they knew what that was, right? Yeah. They had whips in their hand. They ready to bring them back, man. Read that again.
And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes. And behold, the Egyptians marched after them. And they were so afraid.
Right.
And the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord.
Now here they are crying out to the Lord. Now Moses has been speaking to them all along. Right. And they cried out unto the Lord, right?
Right.
They cried out. They cried out unto the Lord. When the Lord had reassured them all along.
Right.
Listen, man, did I not give you confidence?
You did that.
Yeah. Right. That's just like us right now. He gave this Bible for who? The children of Israel.
Right.
Salvation is ours.
Right.
All you got to do is read this.
That's
but
right.
yet we still want to go out and be in their Christian churches out here, man.
Right.
You know, we still want to go out there and listen. The preachers still want to. You know, the preachers, they can't help it. They pharisaical, man. And they just trying to grab all the children that they can of Israel that they can to go. I know, because I see they come after me all the time. And man, they come on worship in our church, man. Food.
Nah.
Because, and then you have to witness to them, and they go back all crawled up somewhere. In other words, you mess their brain up.
Right.
Now they don't know what to do. They'll shake it off because they see that money.
Right.
But then you help them. You try to help them, man. You know. But our people, where we at? What verse is that again?
We just read verse 10. Read it over.
Yeah, read that one again.
Oh, God. Verse 10. And when Pharaoh drew nigh to the children of Israel,
right.
I was like, and when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes.
Lifted up their eyes, man. They were scared.
Right.
Go ahead, man.
And behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were so afraid. And the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord.
Cried out unto the Lord. In other words, finish read.
In verse 11, and they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, thou hast taken us away to die in the wilderness.
Murmur.
All right.
And murmur. These are murmurs, man. This is what you got to understand. This is the wilderness experience, man.
That's great.
Can we flee out of this murmuring? Can we flee out of this experience and finally get our feet planted on the ground, man? Can we finally do that?
Right.
But they murmuring. What were they murmuring about?
Right.
Finish reading.
It's like.
Go ahead.
No, I got you. I was trying to find a place. Wherefore, how?
Where you at?
I'm still on verse.
Read verse 11 again.
11. And they said unto Moses,
right,
because there were no graves in Egypt,
right,
hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness?
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore hast thou dealt with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? Verse
Well, thus with us. Read that again, verse 11.
Yeah. And they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt,
right.
hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness?
Right.
Therefore hast thou dealt with. Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt?
Right. In other words, you brought us out here to die.
Right.
In other words, Lord, this is how we murmur here in America. Our people, our blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. What we do, we get out in this wilderness experience and say, Lord, you always got to be a homeborn slave.
Right.
This is all we meant to be. And then this do I got to live out here in this wilderness?
Right.
In other words, is there something better than this?
Right.
Or do I have to die out here? Could we just, in other words, isn't there enough grave room up in Egypt that we could have stayed there? Now they not sitting here. The Lord is taking them out. Now imagine this, man. It's just like what you see right now. People don't want to believe that we are God's chosen people. We are people. I'm talking about our people.
Right. Right.
We don't want to believe that, man. We hard-headed, man.
Yeah.
We don't want to believe that the Lord is trying to save and salvage you and pull you out of this mess that we go through every day. Isn't it enough that we got to have our people down the street?
Right.
Isn't it enough that we got to be hanged? Isn't it enough that our women got to be so busybody as to be sexy reds out here in the world and love and Nicki Minaj and whoever else? And isn't it enough that our men got to turn their children into Dwayne Wade's children?
Right.
And Jada Pinkett got to shave her head and just walk around looking like, listen, shave your head, witch, and put on something on top of it. That's what the Lord said. If you shave it, at least put something on top of it. Nobody can see it.
Right.
What do you and humiliate poor Will Smith that don't have enough sense to know he got enough money that he can go have how many women can he have? You see what I'm saying?
10
more than me. And but he don't even got enough sense to know why you sitting up here trying to make a housewife.
Right.
Just leave the bitch alone. I'm sorry. Leave it alone. I'm sorry. Slap. Leave her alone.
Right.
And get yourself, come out of that wilderness experience, bro. Come on out of there.
Right.
Find out where you need to be, man. Get up in Ashby Cave. Learn this Bible, man.
Right.
Just understand this World War III is happening. You still want to be a slave up in there?
All right.
Get out of it. The Lord is trying to say, look, I'm giving you a wilderness experience to teach you and also teach you how to come out of this. In other words, obey the law, statutes, commandments, because that's what this is going to lead up to.
Right.
Exodus 20 is finally going to get there. Follow and do the Lord's commandments, man.
Right.
He's going to give them a table of stone, 600 and something, and going to give it to them again and all that. This is what this is leading to.
Right.
Leading to, I'm going to show you how to keep the Lord's spirit. In other words, even Ezekiel said, can these bones live?
Yeah, right.
He said to the son of man, can we live?
Right.
Can we live again? Can find that for me. Ezekiel 37:3. I think that's what it is. Ezekiel 37:3. Can we finally live up in these wilderness experience, man?
It's like
Ezekiel 37:3.
Okay. It's like if I could.
Go ahead.
But going back to what you said, you said we always wonder, like, are we the children of Israel? Like, why
right.
the Lord gonna help us? I don't remember what scripture was, but it was saying that if the Lord went to these other nations and told them they was the Lord's people, they would listen.
Right.
but we don't.
We don't listen, man.
Right.
We don't listen, and the Lord know that we got the confidence built in you.
Right.
He's putting it in our hearts, man.
That's it.
He wrote it in our hearts. So of course, we have the ability to keep these commandments properly.
Right.
And we still sitting up here want to be a slave.
Right.
Give me Ezekiel.
Okay.
Can we live?
Ezekiel's 37:3.
Right.
And he said unto me,
right.
Son of man,
right.
Can these bones live?
Can we live again?
Right.
Not necessarily this flesh, but can this live?
Right.
Can this heart can this brain live again?
Right.
Can we understand that we need to live the way to get and to live again is get out of all these wicked Christian churches. That's throw away the organ, like Commander Dillon said. Throw it in the street, crash it, burn it.
Right.
That's the problem right there, sitting up there. Every time I fill my cup, let it overflow. That's the problem right there.
Right.
Read that again.
Oh.
Can we live? They need to live because they ain't living.
Oh God.
We dying up here in these streets. Read, man.
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
Right.
And I answered, O Lord, God, thou knowest.
The Lord, and I answered, O Lord, thou knowest.
Right.
You know we can.
Right.
And read another verse on that.
Go, God.
Go read 4.
Verse 4. Again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them,
right.
O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.
We dry bones. Hear this word. That's what he's trying. In other words, Moses is trying to say, hear what the Lord got to say to you, man.
Right.
I've hardened Pharaoh's heart so that we can look like we up here in the wilderness somewhere caught up, not being able to defend ourselves.
Right.
But the Lord got our back.
Right.
But we don't want to listen. Can these bones really live? In other words, the Lord's trying to wake you up.
That's it.
He's trying to shake I want to say the word, but I can't shake you know what I'm saying? Trying to shake the hell out of you so you can see that can you live?
Right.
Can you live? Yeah, you can live.
Yeah.
Any more on that? Read that.
Verse 5.
Right.
Thus said the Lord God unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter unto you, and ye shall live. That's it.
What's that breath? The breath of life is the truth.
Right.
The truth. The statutes, laws, and commandments. The truth that we need to know.
Right.
Right? The Lord has given it to us. The United States, you can't have no more better truth than this, man.
That's it.
Right. Commander General Honor, right?
Okay.
Leading us, man. Teaching us every night. Giving us what we need. Showing us. We sitting up here learning as though it was under the feet of the Most High. On the feet of Christ, I'm sorry.
Right.
And we're sitting up here learning. Can these bones live? Can you wake up? Can you shake off this wilderness experience, man?
Right.
Can you really do it? Well, this is what it's trying to say. Can you live? Go back to where we at? What verse? What?
I was like, we was at verse 11.
Go ahead.
Want to read that over?
Read that.
Okay. This is Exodus.
They still murmuring, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Exodus 14 and 11.
Right.
And they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness?
We don't want to die in the wilderness. Go ahead. This is where they murmuring. Go ahead.
Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt?
Read.
Verse 12. Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians?
That sound like
Dang.
They done been in that church. They done been in the Egyptian church so long.
Too long.
Saying blah 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 blah. They've been in the church. They've been in. What did I say? They done been in the blah blah church so long that they done got used to it.
Right.
They done got used to it, man. And they got used to eating all of the little wafer crackers.
Dang.
And the Egyptians sitting up there worshiping the cat god and the doo-doo god and the poo-poo god. They got used to it.
Right.
And said, well, at least we had some leftover food or something.
Right.
Read that again. Where we at?
Verse 12.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. Is not this the word of the Lord that we did tell thee in Egypt?
Right.
The word of the Lord. They said,
here the people talking about it. Here the murmurers.
Oh, the word.
It's not just the word of the Lord. Read.
Saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians.
Leave us alone, man. We want to serve the Egyptians. Good. Finish. That's sad. Go ahead.
You
see what I'm talking about?
They gave up already, man.
Give it up. The murmurers giving up.
Damn.
When you read down later in the story, we're going to get into that, if not today, but we're going to get into that and show you how the Most High is going to take care of this. Go ahead.
Right. For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness.
They sit up here, they thinking they're supposed to die in this wilderness experience, man.
Dang.
It had been better. Really?
Wow.
Ain't nothing better than being in your own heaven,
Right.
and serving out your condition with getting out of this service for other people in this hell.
Right.
But yet they want to stay in hell. That's what this is really saying. They want to stay in hell. Anybody in the chat over there talking anything?
Oh, we got Officer Rockers out checking in.
Officer Rockers out. Clap it up for the chat right there. I know we used to have a bunch of sisters over there too. You know, I understand. But they wanted to be in that wilderness experience. They didn't want to come out of that, man. They wanted to stay trapped up into. They wanted to stay trapped up into even you got to understand something. What are the Egyptians famous for? They were aborting babies, man. They're aborting out there trying to abort our babies.
Right.
And killing babies, right?
Right.
And
right.
what? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just elaborating. Yeah.
Yeah. They just, and yet you want to do that. They want to serve the Egyptians. That's what you're really saying.
Yeah.
When you're saying, I want to go back there and eventually you'll start aborting your own babies. Instead of the midwives doing that, eventually they would have got caught up in that. But they were honorable enough at the time to keep those babies alive. But Egyptians say, no, get rid of them.
Right.
You want that? You want to serve that? This is what they're saying. You want to serve that Egyptian experience right there, man?
Right.
That's what they're basically saying. Finish reading.
This is verse 13. And Moses said unto the people,
right,
fear ye not.
He said what?
Fear ye not.
See, Moses trying to tell them, fear not. I'm trying to tell you, shut your mouth. I'm trying to let these bones live. Read.
Stand still
mm-hmm.
and see the salvation of the Lord.
And yeah, that's what he's trying to tell you.
Right.
Stand still and see the salvation of the Most High. Who needs salvation, man?
Right.
Come on.
Children of Israel, blacks,
children of Israel,
blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
He's trying to give me salvation's for Israel. Give me that. What is that? Matthew what?
Oh, it's
you find that
one? About salvation.
It's not, I'll find that. Here.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, no, find that for me.
I got it.
It's Matthew 5:17 over there? Or is that the law? Find me a
I know what you're talking about.
Find me a scripture. Salvation is for Israel. Give me it's a milk scripture. That's what you want. Find salvation is for Israel. The Moses is saying, and Moses said unto the people, fear not.
I got it.
Stand still. Read.
Right. Just John
4:22.
Yeah, John 4:22.
Read.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
Right.
We know what we worship.
Right. We know what we worship. But what?
For salvation is of the Jews.
Moses said, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord for the Jews, man.
Right.
For the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. He ain't saying nobody else. He ain't saying these Africans over here, this Pharaoh's just chasing you, man. Mm-hmm. He says, stand. What did he say? Read that again.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
This is John talking, right?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
We know what we worship.
Right. We know we worship. Go ahead.
For salvation is of the Jews.
Salvation. If you really understood it, you'll understand that salvation is for the Jews. If you're black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, not these other heathenistic nations out here, man. So when Moses said unto the people, fear not. What are you fearing for, man? Right. Don't you know you are the children of Israel?
Right.
They had an identity problem.
Right.
Go ahead.
If I could, man, people can't realize what we've been saying since 1969, that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians need salvation. It's more clear than ever right now.
It's more clear than ever.
You can clearly see it.
You can't see it no more clear. All the Lord's trying to do is says, can these bones live? Wake us up. Stand back. Moses said, I'm sorry, you finished.
Oh, no, yeah, that was it.
He said, fear ye not. Read verse 13 again.
Verse 13.
Right.
And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not. Stand still.
Right.
And see the salvation of the Lord, which he will shew to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever.
And you think the Lord, in other words, the Lord was very specific. There are other Egyptians out there, but them Egyptians right there, they don't realize what this was saying.
Man.
What this was saying is that I'm going to destroy their ass right now.
Right.
Now, had I heard that, I would have understood, like, what the Lord wants you to understand is that these Egyptians that you got upon you, you ain't going to see them no more. Those specific Egyptians right there, because like I said, there are Egyptians around now.
Right.
But he said, read that again. He said this. Read specifically what he said. Read.
Oh, God. Over at the top of 13.
Yeah, go ahead.
And Moses said it to the people, fear ye not,
Yeah.
stand still,
Right.
and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will shew to you today.
Right.
For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today.
Now, those he's talking specifically.
Right.
He's trying to tell you I'm going to burn some ass today. Go ahead, read.
Ye shall see them again no more forever.
What did he say?
Ye shall see them again no more forever.
The Lord said he's going to wipe them out right there.
Man.
And our people should have gave them confidence.
Right. Yeah.
Read.
Verse 14. The Lord shall fight for you.
The what?
The Lord shall fight for you.
Now, you think the Lord ain't a man of war?
Mm-hmm.
What this is saying right here, that the Lord will fight your battles.
Right.
If you ain't got the Lord, so I don't care how many AKAs you got, I don't care how many guns, I don't care how many shells you got in your pistol, I don't care how many Glocks you think you got.
Right.
Read this right here. Read.
The Lord shall fight for you.
The Lord shall what?
Fight for
The
you.
Lord will fight. Oh, I didn't say don't be prepared.
Right.
Don't carry fire. I didn't say that. I don't go out there unaliving people you ain't got no business doing. I ain't saying that either.
Right.
But don't be unprepared. I ain't saying don't be unprepared. But what does it say right here? The Lord what?
The Lord shall fight for you.
Read.
And ye shall hold your peace.
Oh, you know what that means? Hold your peace.
Shut up.
The word I want to say. Shut your mouth. Shut your trap and let what? Read that again. The Lord what?
The Lord shall fight for you.
That's what Moses was trying to tell people. Trying to tell them, shut the hell up. Can I say that word?
Yeah, you can say that.
Shut up. And what else? Read.
And ye shall hold your peace.
In other words, hold your peace is a nice, kind word we're saying. You know what I'm saying? Shammai. But he was saying more than that.
Yeah, you saying that.
He was saying, you think the Lord, you think Moses didn't know how to cuss, like, say the right word?
Yeah.
If I know how to say it, I know Moses does. Read. I'm sorry. Go ahead, read.
Oh,
anybody in the chat over there? What they talk about? Questions?
Oh, no, that's it so far.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you wanted to keep going?
Friend, read. Verse 15.
Oh, okay. Verse 15. And the Lord said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me?
Yeah.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Yeah, the bar unto them, man. Go ahead.
That they go forward.
They want to go back.
Right.
Well, what they want to go back to the almost abortions. They want to go back to the abortions that these people were trying to do.
Right.
They wanted to go back to eating fly pancakes.
Right.
Whatever they eat. I mean, they wanted to go back to Egypt. They wanted to go back to live. Because listen, if you go back to America here, what customs you gonna learn? Eating their pork,
right?
Their shrimp, their crab, their lobster,
right?
Am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's so the Most High was saying, get out of that.
Right.
They were trying to give them an Exodus experience to get out of this wilderness.
Right.
A Passover, man. All this stuff is what's happening here. This is their chance to get to the Red Sea and get to the Promised Land, man. But yet they wanted to go back to Egypt. You crazy? This is my chance to get out of this battle in America. You think I'm gonna go backwards in the Christian church and say, "Fill my cup, let it overflow"? Are you crazy?
Right.
You lost your goddamn. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. You understand what I'm saying? Read.
Good, sir. Oh, 16. Verse 16.
Right.
But lift up thy rod.
Right.
And stretch out thine hand over the sea.
Right.
And divide it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea.
See, that right there. The Lord brought them into there, backed up, can't go no further in the wilderness.
Right.
Sitting up here in a corner, backed up over here into this corner, back up over to the land. In other words, Pharaoh thought he had them.
Right.
These heathens out here think they got us, man.
Right.
But all we got to do is call on the name of the Lord, right?
Right.
Because that's our God. Salvation is for us. Didn't we just got through reading that?
Right.
It's our Yahweh.
Right.
But the Lord said, Moses, here's what I'm going to tell you to do.
Right.
The Lord is a strategist. What do you say? He said, take out your rod.
Right. Lift up that rod.
And in other words, he took out his rod, and he did what?
And stretch out thine hand
Stretched it out
over the sea.
Over the sea, man.
And divide it.
And divided that sea, didn't he not?
Right.
And then what it was this, it divided on dry ground, right?
Right.
In the midst of sea. Now that's a miracle right there. Had you seen that, you would have understood. Finish reading.
God, verse 17.
Right.
And behold, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they shall follow them.
See, look, think about it. Think about this. How else you think Pharaoh gonna follow them? You gotta be stupid and hard-headed.
Right.
He gotta make him seem like he's got the stronghold.
Right.
That's what this means. That's what this word means. Hard and strong.
Right.
Finish reading.
And I will get me honor upon Pharaoh.
You go. In other words, the Lord needs to be honored, man.
Right.
Above this Pharaoh. Because this Pharaoh thought it was the, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He thought that his dung didn't smell. And the Lord going to show this little bald-headed, rat-faced fake turn us into these Edomite.
That's right.
Black Pharaoh.
Right.
You know, read, man.
Yeah, good. Upon his chariots and upon his horsemen.
Read. Verse 18.
Verse 18. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord.
That's right.
When I have gotten me honor upon Pharaoh.
In other words, the Lord gonna get his honor.
Right.
Read.
Upon his chariots and upon his horsemen.
That's right. Read.
Verse 19.
Uh-oh.
And the angel of God, which went before the camp of Israel.
The angel of the Most High, right?
Right.
That angel of God, the Most High, man, this is what you understand. That angel,
yeah.
Them angels, they work for the Most High.
Right.
That's what they're your brothers, man.
Right.
They're your servants, actually.
Right.
Read.
Removed and went behind them, and the pillar of a cloud went from before their face.
Right.
And stood behind them.
Read that again. Read this again. Okay. Read that. Nice. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 19.
Right.
And the angel of God, which went before the camp of Israel, removed and went behind them. And the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and stood behind them.
Yahweh don't know no barriers, so he went behind them. Right?
Right.
In other words, he's a strategist. The Lord says, the verse 15:3 said, the Lord is a man of war, is his name. A strategist. He went behind them, did he not?
Right.
Read.
Verse 20. And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel.
Right.
And it was a cloud and darkness to them, but it gave light by the night to these.
It was a cloud. Read that again. Read. See, this is right here. He messing up the Egyptian mind. He was like hell, man. Read.
Verse 20.
Right.
And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel.
Yeah. In other words, right there in the middle. Right.
Right.
Israel, Egyptians. Read.
And it was a cloud and darkness to them.
Right. It was a cloud and darkness to them.
Right.
Read.
But it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all the night.
You tell me that ain't strategy, bro. You tell me that ain't power. Let's clap that up. Right there. The Most High sit up there saying, the Most High is saying, I'm gonna put a dark cloud between these fools over here.
Right.
Because they can't stand, won't see nothing.
Right. He did that.
But what did he do before the Egyptians? They got plenty of light. That's a miracle, bro. Right. That's in other words, he's trying to say that I got this power. In other words, he's keep on. Let's keep on reading here, man. This experience. Read.
Verse 21. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea.
Right.
And the Lord caused by the sea to go back by a strong east wind.
That's that strong east wind. Go ahead.
All that night. And made the sea dry land.
In other words, this wind blowing
right
all night long to dry up that sea. Why? So they wouldn't be stuck in the mud.
Right.
You know, they just see they ain't nothing but 3 feet of mud down there. Lord, dry that thing hard enough for Israel to in their wilderness experience to go across. Man, read.
Oh God. And the waters were divided. Verse 22. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea
Right.
upon the dry ground.
Above dry ground. See, that's the Lord telling you right there. Go ahead.
And the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left.
If you look through the artifacts right now, man, you'll see that the evidence of this is they have chariots and wagon wheels. I think it's in the archaeology's discoveries, man, in the Gulf of Aqaba that they got it right now. Well, these wagon wheels of the chariots are right there.
Right.
They don't remove some of them, if not most.
Yeah.
But that story is true. You don't think that story? The Lord is doing this right now, so you'll have the confidence to understand that this Bible is for you,
Right.
the children of Israel.
That's right.
This story has really happened. Read.
Verse 23.
Right.
And the Egyptians pursued
Right.
and went in after them to the midst of the sea.
Now, how else they gonna pursue? Because they got dark clouds over. They can't see what's going on.
Right.
That's what it is. They can't see that the fact that we had light and strong wind blowing on the outside. Right. That's what this is doing right here.
That's right.
But the Egyptians, they had it. They just figured, oh, they got trapped now. They got the water.
Right.
And they had lost with reckless abandon. We'll show you what happened. Read.
In the midst of the sea.
Right.
Even
what verse we on?
At the end of 23.
Read.
Even all Pharaoh's horses and his chariots and his horsemen.
Right.
Verse 24. And it came to pass that in the morning, watch the Lord looked unto the horse. It's like, let me read this one top. And
Most of the Egyptians.
Oh God. And it came to pass that in the morning, watch the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud.
Right.
And troubled the host of the Egyptians.
Troubled them, man.
Right.
Read.
Verse 25. And took off their chariot wheels. Oh, there it is. It is right there.
Read. Go ahead.
And took off their chariot wheels,
Right.
that they drave them heavily, so that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel.
Lord is something, man. Go ahead, man. Read.
For the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians.
Right. The Lord fighteth for Israel against the Egyptians.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand over the sea, and the waters may come again upon the Egyptians,
Right.
upon their chariots, and upon their horses.
Go back to verse 25 to show you that the Lord got them trapped in this mud over there, man. Go ahead and read that again, man. The Lord, this looks like a little story that these were boys that they were, by the time the Lord got fighting, they messed them up so bad. It seemed like they were little children that the Lord was defeating.
Right.
Go ahead, read.
Verse 25.
Right.
And took off their chariot wheels.
Took them off.
That's
They
funny.
sitting up here riding in the darkness, and finally oh Lord, what happened here? Read.
That they drave them heavily,
They drove them damn chariots so heavily.
so that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel.
They sit up here. They drove them chariots so heavily, man.
That's just funny.
But it's too late now.
Right.
Go ahead, read.
For the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians.
Read.
Verse 26. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand over the sea, that the waters may come again upon the Egyptians.
Oh, they in trouble now.
Right.
Because they stuck in the middle of a whole sea, the Gulf of Aqaba, man.
Wow.
They stuck in a whole sea, and they don't realize what's getting ready to happen.
Right.
But that's why I'm saying the impending doom of America that the Lord's getting ready to do. He's getting ready to drop that Red Sea experience on this America here. Only he's gonna call it a fire, thermonuclear fire, right?
Right.
He's gonna burn out the sockets and eyes of all these people up here. Read, man.
It's like
Right.
that the waters may come again upon the Egyptians,
Right.
upon their chariots, and upon their horsemen. Verse
Right.
27.
Right.
And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to his strength when the morning appeared. And the Egyptians fled against it,
Right.
and the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea.
In the midst of the sea. Here they sitting up there crying out with wagon wheels. And that's the evidence already pointed that they got in the archaeology already.
Right.
That these wagon wheels on there, they knew it was there.
Right.
Because gold don't tarnish like that.
Right.
They got these chariots had they looked at them, they had gold on them, man.
Pure gold.
You know, this is
Right.
like, gee whiz. With I'm pretty sure some of the wood has gone and rotten, you know.
Right.
But where we at? Verse
Verse
28, go ahead.
Verse 28.
Uh-huh.
And the waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen and all the host of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them,
Right.
will remain not so much as one of them.
How many?
Not so much as one of them. None.
All these chariots that he brought into that sea, the Lord wiped it completely out
Right.
for the children of Israel. For blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indian, the Lord got your back because he's a man of war. Even in America, right, he got your back if you're black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, and he's for the seed of Israel. He got you covered with a strategy, man.
Right.
All you got to do is follow his laws, statutes, and commandments so you can be under that strategy.
That's right.
All you got to do is live with the dry bone, wake up. That's the point.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Read.
Verse 29. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land.
They walked upon dry land, right? Go ahead.
In the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left.
Right.
Verse 30.
Go ahead, read.
And the Lord saved Israel that day out of the land of the Egyptians.
Now that's salvation for Israel back in that day. The Lord's going to give us salvation real soon here.
Right.
To pull us out. Finish reading.
And Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore.
Go ahead, man. This is Bible.
He just wanted them to see it.
Yeah, he wanted to say this.
Like, look what I did.
Go ahead.
No, she just wanted to show them. Look what I did. All right.
Yeah, the Lord said, look at this right there. Why are you murmuring?
Damn.
Why don't you wake up? Don't you understand? I got power. All you got to do is access and tap into this power. You know, that's what the Lord is saying, man.
Right.
What we got over here? Hold on. Let me grab this right here.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen. Finish reading. Where we at?
Verse 31.
Verse 31,
And Israel saw that great work which the Lord did upon the Egyptians.
Right.
And the people feared the Lord and believed the Lord and his servant Moses.
And what? Read 31 again.
Oh God. And Israel saw that great work.
That great work. That's what the Most High wants you to see. He don't want you to be turning back, man.
Yeah.
So you can see the great works of the Most High right now. What he's doing right now for us, man. Because when you see that we're waking up and these scriptures being unfolded, this is a great work, man.
That's it.
So you can understand what's going on. Read.
And saw the great work which the Lord did upon the Egyptians.
Right.
And the people feared the Lord
Right.
and believed the Lord and his servant Moses.
Right. They feared the Lord and they believed Moses then, right?
Yeah.
At this time,
Right.
the dry bones are waking up and they still got some murmurs up in there.
Right.
And the Lord gonna take care of them, right?
Right.
And these are the things that people don't get. That the Lord salvation is for you, man. The Lord, this is not a time for you to be sitting up here wondering is who, you know, procrastinating.
Right.
Oh, I got time. You know, in other words, and some people, this ain't a time to be going up, sitting up here trying to pollute your life into a Christian church either.
Right.
This ain't your time to be sitting up here trying to wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
This is the time to get the ISBK and Commander to Ham to find out where you are, find out who you are. So you understand. If you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man, you need to get up in this truth so you won't be caught up in this wilderness experience out here, man. Listening to Joe Biden trying to vote for him, trying to understand what Donald Trump's saying. The man tell you he don't love you. That's the point.
That's right.
He's trying to tell you that I want America to be great again. But just like Pharaoh said, we want to you want to go back. They want to go back to the Egyptians to Montezarian, right?
Right.
They want to go back there. The same thing. This is a straight parallel, direct from Egypt to America. The second Egypt is this place right here.
Right here.
You need to understand what's going on. This is not a joke. It's not a game.
Mm-mm.
Get yourself get your life together, because the Lord saved Israel from that day. Read verse 30 again. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. It's verse 31.
Right.
And Israel saw that great work which the Lord
No,
did.
read verse 30. I'm sorry.
30. So like verse 30. And the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians.
Now, if he can save Israel out of the hand of the Egyptians that day, I mean, that's a specific day. Don't you know there's going to be a specific day up in here where the Lord is going to pull us out of this mess?
Right.
Anybody in the chat got any questions over there?
Oh, no.
The Lord going to pull you out of this mess so that you'll be salvaged, man, because salvation is for us. That's what we read.
Right.
Who are the greatest people that have walked this earth, man? That's us, Black, Hispanic, and Native. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6, which talks about that the Lord understands who we are. All right, we got maybe a couple more verses. Give Nayar up here.
Just Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Uh-huh.
For thou art an holy people.
We're a holy people, man.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Right.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee
right.
to be a special people
right.
unto himself,
himself.
Above all people
That's
that
right.
are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people. So you don't have to sit up here and worry about salvation. It's there for you. All you got to do is just find your way up in here. Now it should be cave.
Yeah.
Get out of these fake camps, man.
Right.
New York. Imagine. State your registry.
How y'all bun Yahweh, bun Yashala?
The yard,
Banya Howard, Banya Shalom.
Yahweh Bashim Al Shabrakathon.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua.
Salah. We're gonna keep pulling these dry bones in this valley up in here. Lash y'all.
How Yashala?
All right. The shopping. You see. We're gonna just give me verse 15 there, y'all. Go ahead, just give me a little bit more there and we'll break it down.
Verse 15.
Follow that verse 15, the top mark.
Okay.
Right back.
Hayah Amar. Kahawa. Al. Masha. Ma. Tatazak. Tatazak. Aliyah. Dabar. All. Padiyah. Ashala. Hayah. Hayah. Ta'al. Sa'aiwa. Verse 16. Wa'a. Taha. Ta'a. No, it's like Wa'a. Ta. Haram. Af. Matakar. Matak. Wana. Ta. Atha. Af. Yadak. Al. Hayam. Waba. Kwa'a. Ha. Wa. Haya. Ba'a. Wa. Bana. Haniya. Hasharala. Batha. Wa. Bathawak. Hayam. Bana. I was like Baya. Basha. Verse 17. What's that? Let's see. Bana. Hold on. Bana. That's like Baya. Basha. Or is it?
Baya Basha.
Bana Basha. Verse 17.
Wa'anaya, Hananaya, Wakazak, Makazak, Af, Lab, Matazari, Waya, Na'a, Wa, Aka, Raham, Wa'a, Kabada, it's like Wa'a, Kabada, Bapa, Ra'a, Waba, Habakal, Karya, Lawa, Bara, Kabar. It's like Bara, Kabal, Bara, Kabawa, Waba, Para, Shayal, Bawa. I was like Waba, Para, Shaya, Wa. Verse 18. Waya, Da'a, Wa, Montazarian, Kaya, Aniya, Ahawa, Baha, Baha, Kaba, Daya, Bapa, Ra'a, Bara, Kaba, Wa, Waba, Para, Shaya, Wa. Verse 19. Waya, Aya, Sa'ai, Malak, Lahayim, Hahalak, Lapaniya, Makaniya. I was like, Makana, Hasharala, Waya, Laka. I was like, Hayalak, Ba'a, Kara, Yum. I was like, Ma'a, Kara, Yum, Rahai, Rum, Waya, Sa'ai, Hama, Amawad, Ha'ai, Hana'ai, Ha'ai, Hana'ai,
No, it's like you get it right.
Ha'ai, Hanai,
Yeah.
like
It's like 12.
Pana, Hum, Wa'ai. I was like Waya, Ahmad, Ma'a, Kara, Hum. Verse 20. Waya, Ba'a, Ban. I was like Wayan, Makana,
Kana.
I was like Makana, Matazari, Waba, Yan, Makana. I was like Makana, Hasharala, Waya, Haya, Ha'a, not, that's like Ha'a, na, Waka, I was like Waha, Kashar, Waha, Kashak, Waya, Ar, Af, Kala, I was like Halayala, Hala'a, Korab, Za, Al, Zaha, Kal, Halayala. Verse 21. What's that? Must stop at 22.
No, just 22, last one.
21. Waya sa masha mashaha ath yadawa al hayam waya waya wal also waya walk. Oh, it's like waya wal
Oh yeah, well look.
waya walak like how ath hayam bara wa I was like bara wak Quadad, Quadayum, Isaiah, Kal, Halayala, Wayasham, I, Hayum, Lakara Ba, Waya, Bakwa, Awa, Hama, it's like Hamayum.
All right. Where we at? Give me, let's do a few more verses here and then we'll close class down. Go ahead.
All right, this it's Exodus 15:1. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord, and spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea.
He took Pharaoh and them horses over there and threw them in the sea. So much so that they made a song out of
Right.
it. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? They made a rap move out of this thing, man.
Yeah.
In other words, they said old school moves like we done got rid of these goddamn Africans. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 2.
Huh?
The Lord is my strength and song,
Right.
and he is become my salvation.
Right. Now they see that it becomes the salvation.
Right.
They had salvation. In other words, you'll see that the Lord has become your salvation because you now see that the Lord has been, been talking about it. I'm your salvation. I'm your salvation. Now they see. They needed some sight.
Right.
I guess. Anybody in the chat right there?
I know we talking.
Yeah, they needed some sight. They need these people right here need some seeing there. Go ahead.
He is my God, and I will prepare him
Right.
an habitation, my father's God, and I will exalt him.
I exalted. In other words, now they see now that they got exalted on the side, man, because they got rid of Pharaoh.
Right.
It took all of that to culminate into the Lord's a man of war, man.
Right.
He means what he said. Go ahead, read.
Verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
Right.
The Lord is his name.
Now they understand. That's part of their song, man. The Lord is a man of war, man. They understand that. They understand that. This, in other words, they understand now that the Lord can go and fight your battles.
Right.
Read.
Verse 4.
Right.
Pharaoh's chariots and his hosts hath he cast into the sea.
Mm-hmm.
His chosen captains also were drowned in the Red Sea.
In other words, you got no army. What good are you now? Now I can come back there and step on Pharaoh's head.
Right.
Go ahead, read.
Verse 5. The depths have covered them.
Mm.
They sank into the bottom as a stone. Verse 6.
Mhm.
Thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, hath dashed in pieces the enemy.
Dash them then.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, read.
Verse 7. In the greatness of thine excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sentest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as a stubble.
And you think the Lord ain't gonna consume them with the coming of his brightness, and they'll be stubbled in the end?
Right.
That's what this is what America of Babylon is gonna be falling to, right?
Right.
Give me Amos 9 and 8, and we'll close this thing on out here. Now you already find that Amos 9 and 8. Read.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, the eyes of the Lord hide are upon the sinful kingdom.
Upon this sinful kingdom, man. That's what this is.
Right.
The Lord got the Lord got y'all, and He's got America in the crosshairs.
Right.
Just like He had Pharaoh in the crosshairs. Get ready to blow them up. Go ahead.
Right.
And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
Now didn't the Lord say He's gonna do that?
Right.
Bombs and missiles, and He's gonna destroy this place up in here, man. Go ahead, read.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob.
He ain't gonna destroy who?
The house of Jacob.
He's not gonna destroy who's the house of Jacob?
12 tribes of Israel.
12 tribes of Israel. Clap up for it.
Right.
The Bible says, saith the Lord, right? He ain't gonna destroy the house of Jacob, because He's gonna salvage us, man. That's what we need to know. That's why the Lord say, be as a chase row, man.
Right.
Get yourself out of this kingdom here. Give me Isaiah 14 and Isaiah 13 and 14 real quick here. In other words, the Lord is telling you to separate from these people. You know, just like a chase row, like tomatoes over here and beans over here. Israelites over here. Let the rest of the heathens be over there somewhere. Read that. Isaiah 13, 14. Read.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14.
Read.
And it shall be as the chase robe, chase robe,
Right.
and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Right.
They shall every man turn to his own people,
Right.
and flee every one into his own
In other
land.
words, get into your own land, man.
Right.
Get amongst your own people. That's what's gonna happen in the end anyway. Find yourself with your own people, man. Right? Find yourself who you are. So you won't have to be worried about and this is what's going to happen. Isaiah 21 and 9. That's our last text right here. The Lord's judgment is coming upon America. Just like that judgment came upon Pharaoh and put them wagon wheels and 4-5 feet of mud and covered them up.
Right.
Isaiah 21 and 9.
Isaiah chapter 21 and 9. And behold, here cometh a chariot of men with a couple of horsemen.
Mm-hmm.
And he answered and said, Babylon is fallen.
This America is fallen. It's finished. It's through.
Right.
That's why I say get up on out of these wicked Christian churches, Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, and get it to the ISBK, because this place is falling. America here.
That's
Just
right.
like Egypt fell, America's gonna fall.
Right.
And all the graven images of her gods.
And even all them Caesar Borgias, all of them who else? Buddhas and all of them who else? Shivas. All these gods are gonna get away from here. They don't need to be in our minds. That's what the Most High is trying to tell. Let them have their gods.
Right.
Get away from this mess. Read.
He have broken unto the ground.
Right. And the Most High is gonna be. This is what He's trying to do. Get this stuff. It all starts in our minds, man. Get ourselves away from this so we can have a better understanding.
That's
Clap
right.
for class, man. Get away. Separate from all these heathens, man. All hearts understanding what we got to do, right? We got to get ourselves out of this Egypt,
That's right, man.
right? All right, let's get this thing going here. Module. Let me blow this on one side. All right. All right. Sorry. Up in strolls.
Sar pan wayahakwi.
Sarwa.
Sarwa pan yahakwi. Means turn the face to the east in Hebrew.
Right.
Now this is the Lord's prayer in the Hebrew.
Go ahead.
Abanawa,
Now,
Shabbasamaya, Kodash, Ayah,
Ayah,
Shemka, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malafaka, Daba'ah, Badazayah, Hayah, Lanawa, it's like Lakam,
come,
Kam, Yawam, Wasalakina, Kabawatina, Kasalakina, Kabawatina, Wala'ah, Dabayayana, Manasayawan, Abal, Hayashayana, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wahala, Wahatapar, Wahalayam, Aman.
Go ahead, read that.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Kingdom come,
thy will be done
will be done
on earth
on earth
as it is in
as
heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us
Forgive us
our debts
our debts.
as we forgive those.
Forgive those.
It's like as we forgive our debtors.
Forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
Lead us not
into temptation,
temptation,
but deliver us
deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom
Thine is the kingdom,
and the power
the power,
and the glory
the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Just hakak the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shah,
Yahushua,
Baba Kashah,
Barakashah,
Latananao,
Thayinah,
Hakak,
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 La Pa'ah,
La'Ba'ah,
Kamalaka,
Kamalaka,
Wakamanawa,
Kamalawah,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Latahar,
Latahar,
Abatazarium,
Lazariah,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Lahakwim,
Lahak,
Hamathim,
Hamak,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Arakwa,
Ma'ak,
Hamata'ala,
Mata'al,
Lagarshin,
Garsh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shah,
Yahushua,
the water,
the water,
Aman.
Amun.
In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
please give us the power,
please give us the power,
power to heal all manner
power in our manner,
of sickness
sickness,
and all manner of disease,
all our disease,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
power against love,
the power to raise the dead,
power against the dead,
the power against unclean spirits,
power against unclean spirits,
to cast them out.
cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah,
In the name of Yahushua,
thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
It says, bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shah,
Yahushua,
Baraktanao,
Barakinawa,
Wahashala,
Bahashala,
Wahabayah,
Abiyah,
Saparium,
Sapar,
Barak,
Barak,
Rapa'ah,
Rapa'ah,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shah,
Yahushua,
the water,
the water,
Aman.
Amun.
And we read it in English. Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
bless us
bless us
in Israel,
Israel,
in the school.
in school.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect
Bless your ship to take
our loved
our
ones.
loved ones.
In the name of Yahweh
In the
Shah,
name of Yahushua,
thank you, so be it.
thank you. So be it.
This is Psalms 121. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
All,
All,
Ahariam,
Ahari,
Mahayan,
Mahayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Isaiah,
Azari,
Isaiah,
Azari,
Ma'ai,
Ma'ai,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Asha,
Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Waharatza,
Waharatza,
Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Lamawat,
Nabawat,
Ragauka,
Ragau,
Ayanawam,
Ayanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamar,
Hana,
Hana,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayashan,
Yayishan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Zau,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Yamyaka,
Yamyan,
Yamamam,
Yamanam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yakaka,
Yakika,
Wairak,
Wairak,
Balayla,
Layla,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Shamar,
Makarai,
Makarai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Atnapaska,
Atnapash,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'aka,
Taza'ak,
Waba'aka,
Waba'ak,
Ma'aita,
Ma'ai,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
our love.
I love.
And we say it in English. I will lift up my
I
eyes
lift up my eyes
into the hills,
to the hills,
from whence come my
from
help.
whence cometh my help.
My help comes from the
My
Lord,
help comes from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
Will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
He
Israel
that keepeth Israel
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
the Lord keepeth
the
Israel,
Lord keepeth Israel.
shall not slumber nor
Shall
sleep.
not slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Shade upon our right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Shall not smite thee by
nor the
day,
moon by
nor
night.
the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going
The
out
Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time
From
forth
this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam,
Alayam,
Adamayah,
Adabiyah,
Lakah,
Lakah,
Atakarash,
Barash,
Wa'al Tashakwat,
Al-Ashakwat,
Al
Al,
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awabadika,
Al-Badika,
Yahama Yawan,
Yahamawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Alamakah,
Al-Lakah,
Ya'amawa,
Al-Wa,
Sawadah,
Sawadah,
Wayata,
Wayata,
Yatasawa,
Yatasawa,
Altasapawanyaka,
Al-Tasawani,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Lakawa,
Akawa,
Wanakakida,
Kakada,
Magawai,
Magawai,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yasakar,
Azakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yashala,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Natasawa,
Natasawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakada,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Bariyah,
Arya,
Yakawathwa,
Yakuwa,
Alahaya,
Ayahaya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashamai,
Wayashema,
Allah,
Allah,
it's like it. Wayashamai,
Wayashema,
Alayam,
Alayam,
Ma'awaba,
Awawa,
Wahagarium,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Babal,
Waimawan,
Babylon,
Wamalak,
Babalak,
Palasha,
Palasha,
Ain it's like it. Ain Yashabdia,
Ayin Yishak,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Balawa,
Amai,
Amai,
Hayawa,
Aywa,
Zawawai,
Zarawah,
Labali Lawat,
Babaliluwat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Nahum,
Kamadia,
Kamad,
Kasaya,
Kasiyah,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Kamadia,
Kamad,
Badakal,
Banakor,
Kwayash,
Wayat,
Wan,
Wan,
Nashamadwa,
Ashmad,
Bayan,
Bayan,
Da'ara,
Dahara,
Hayawa,
Ayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
Nadama,
Adama,
Shayatama,
Shayatoma,
Nada,
Nada,
Yab, it's like Yabmawa,
Yabawa,
Karab,
Karab,
Yakasabah,
Yakazabah,
Wakasabat,
Wakazabah,
Wakatazal,
Wakazal,
Mana'ai,
Manai,
Kal Nasakamwa,
Kainasakam,
Ashar,
Ashur,
Amawa,
Abua,
Nasharashah,
Sharashah,
Nalawa,
Nalwa,
Ma'af, Nahawath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathoma, Kagaya Gaya, Kakwash, Napanya, Rawaka, Kaash, Daba'ayra, Wakala Haba, Dalahat, Aharium, Khan, Daradakma, Basairika, Wabasa, Wabatka, Dabahalam, Mala'ah, Panaham, Palawan, Waya, Bakwashwa, Shemka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahalawa, Ya'ai, Ai, Waya, Kapawa, Waya, Abadawa, Waya, Dawai, Kaya, Aita, Shemka, Yahweh, Nabadka, Ayawan, Al-Kal, Al-Ratazal. And you say that in English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee, and lifted up the head, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off for being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished in Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Their nose was like a ram, and like Zeeb. Yea, let all the princes of Sabbath, and as the Lamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burns the wood, as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let it be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let it be put to shame and perish, that they may know whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So,
let's prepare to salute the Torah. How about Shem Yahushua Brakya?
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakya.
Yahweh Bashim Al Shabrakiyah.
Let's go down. Concludes our Sabbath service. Anybody would like to get anointed? Okay, not. Let's stop. Oh, no one wants to long. Let's conclude the Sabbath service. Let's close it out. Mab Shabbat. Mab. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakya.
Yasamata. Faces. Mab Shabbat. Mab. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
Yasamata. Class dismissed.